It all started when Emily Wells Foster, a Sunday school teacher, had a vision to give blind children the means to lead productive lives and to actively participate in the community. In 1893, she founded the Connecticut Institute for the Blind, serving blind children first in a nursery school and eventually at the OakHill School for the Blind. Over 100 years later, Ms. Foster's vision remains in focus, providing people with disabilities the means to be productive, contributing members of their communities.
We contacted NEAT and said, could you come down and maybe bring some different switches? And they bring this tiny little switch, this little micro light switch, give it to Ethan, and all of a sudden he sits there, he can squeeze it, he can tap on it. So that was huge.
OakHill's Birth to 3 program delivers early intervention services to families in their homes as well as at the New England Assistive Technology Center, also known as NEAT.
The NEAT Center offers alternative communication options for the deaf and hard of hearing. There are a wide variety of products available to assist people in becoming more independent, such as large calculators, talking clocks, and built-up handled spoons. These and other assistive technology devices really enhance the lives of people with disabilities.
The Equipment Restoration Center was started because people come in here with little or no money. They can get a piece of equipment that they know costs $500 or $700. We sell those for $90, $95, just to recover costs.
NEAT Center's innovative approach reaches far beyond a rental center. They can customize equipment so that people with disabilities are able to enjoy a fuller life.
We're really lucky to have the OakHill classroom as part of our school because over the years we've had an association with them that I think has just really benefited all of my classes and students and myself as well.
Having the year-round program helps our family tremendously because I work full-time, my husband works full-time. When he's sitting at home, his muscles get stiff. When he's at school, he's always being moved or arranged and actually doing things to benefit him.
It really just touches me to see students who have disabilities. All they need is just some augmentative devices for communication, some physical intervention to help them motorically participate. It's wonderful to see our students interact with others.
I learned that everybody's different, but they're still kids. You just gotta ignore the difference on the outside and see what's on the inside. Just have fun.
And one day I was searching around the internet and I found out about this new program that they were starting here at OakHill. One of the things that I've done already is getting the word out there that we're here and you know, how can we help these people find work? People who are blind or have low vision are just as employable as sighted people. And with the use of technology, they can perform pretty much any task that a sighted person can.
OakHill's roots began with providing services to the blind. Today, through the Eleanor A. Brooks Center for Blindness Support, OakHill has expanded to provide housing as well as employability and support services, enhancing independent living for blind and low vision people.
Our 3 goals at the center are to increase social experiences for our artisans, to reduce isolation of sitting in their homes alone during the day. The second goal is to teach new crafts to the artisans. And the third and final goal is to add a little supplemental income to people's lives.
This is such a perfect melding of both art, craft, and business, and just sheer love of having people participate in art and craft.
We take a little bit of yarn, a wonderful piece of equipment, and our end product is beauty.
We have a program called the Center for Relationships and Sexuality Education that's designed to enable people to interact in a social way, to interact safely and as maturely as possible.
This is an area that students with special needs really need some assistance with. We emphasize questions of right and wrong touch, thinking before you act, taking a deep breath. And we do a lot of work surrounding healthy relationships, defining what they are. When we go out and do classes with women with intellectual disabilities, we ask Bessie to help us teach the class. When you see that evolve, that understanding that you have the right to say no, and you also conversely have the right to have safe, healthy relationships, that is something that's just very, very rewarding.
When you're caring for somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, a lot of other things go, and you don't get to be the person that you were meant to be. Lo and behold, OakHill, instead of Andy moving into a program, developed a program for Andy.
Just go in houses. People build houses with these. This is a very important job.
A major piece of what we try to accomplish with our program participants is opening up opportunities for them to be involved in the community. And in fact, our program participants absolutely love to work. They view it as very important work, which it is.
My life has gotten so much better. I have a life, and Andy has a life. And when we've had some really bad times, OakHill hasn't said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you." They've said, let's sit down and talk about it and see what kind of solution we can come up with. They've helped me to see my son have a very wonderful life, really better than I even imagined, and I had high expectations.
Really much of the work we do here is in response to parents and families.
I think one of the greatest things about Jacinta's life here in Middletown on Pheasant Drive is that she has a social life.
She developed as an individual. She has very good independent skills.
I really think this has been a very good decision for us and a good quality of life for Annie.
When you see the connection that happens after a while, when our neighbors get to know the people who are living there, that realization that really there's more in common than there is a difference, it's really quite extraordinary.
The welfare state. Everybody knows that's right. Rest great.
To learn more about how you can give a voice to someone who cannot speak, help a child with little muscle control activate his toys, provide training for a blind adult to find employment, or touch the lives of other people with developmental and physical disabilities, please contact us. Your support truly makes a difference.
Everybody poses right. Rest great. Those were the
I started out in the gardens on Holcomb Street picking raspberries and weeding the plants. All through my college years I worked at OakHill part-time, and then Mr. Johns hired me, and I've been at OakHill ever since as a teacher and working here at the camp for the last 47 years.
The staff in particular is amazingly dedicated, and they are here for the families of OakHill's clients in a way that is hugely helpful.
The people who work at OakHill are a different kind of people. They have a passion, and they are very generous. They aren't here, it's not a business to them, it's a calling, it's a need. And that's what their highest concern is.
I've been involved with OakHill for, I'd say about 30 years now. I really believe in guardian angels, and I believe that OakHill is the guardian angel that we were looking for. So I think it's important that we try to get that message out, because OakHill is just fantastic.
I'm 75 now. Anything I could give back to OakHill, I certainly wanted to. Not as an employee, but more as a, how can I help? So I think it's just been over time we've convinced the public that we're here and please let us be part of your community.